Hello, and possibly welcome to another episode. My wife might start playing with me, at which point filming will kind of just end and we won't bother doing an episode. But otherwise, this is quite possibly going to be another episode here. Just going to play a bit. I just had supper with the family, and yeah, now I'm going to get to play a bit before the kids go to bed, so figured I'd do an episode. Yeah. Alright. Let's put on a timer here. Timer. Sure. And there we go. There's timer set. We'll go do some breeding, I think. There's still the boost going on for the boss man's birthday, so get the breeding in while you can, right? Not that I really get too much in. Work so much. But that's alright. I'm gonna go turn off my dang it, lag. Right now it's glitched out where my food troughs, some of my food troughs are showing me the area, and I don't like that. It just bothers me, so go fix it. But yeah, there's a thing that I just heard the other day. Apparently a study. Oops. Turn back. Neutron. Show visible, hide visible. There we go. But apparently there's a study just come out that disproved the theory of depression being caused by chemical imbalances. It isn't that chemical imbalances don't have a relationship at all to depression, but they're not the cause of depression. Therefore, and it's found that in most patients with, like most of the people that are taking your antidepressants, that they're no better than a placebo. Actually, that's not entirely true. They are slightly better because with a placebo, if you're just giving them a sugar pill, they're not going to suffer. They're not going to have any side effects. Whereas with the other, they're going to have side effects, but they're going to take those side effects, like a person, when they suffer those side effects, they actually take it as indication that the medication is working, strangely enough, and therefore it helps reinforce the placebo effect. So, like, there is a slight, but yeah, essentially 80% of the people on antidepressants shouldn't be on them. That said, I'm not a medical expert at all. Seek your professional, but yeah, it seems like 80% of the people who are currently on antidepressants shouldn't, not only like, do they not need to be on them, they actually shouldn't be on them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you should go seek your professional help immediately. And talk to them about, like I say, a study just come out disproving the theory of depression being caused by chemical imbalances. That is not true. Depression causes the chemical imbalances, not the other way around, essentially. So, antidepressants do not work the way they're supposed to be. One second. Just one momento. Oh, sorry about that. The wife popped in and I wanted to go see if she wanted to play or not. So it seems like she's just going to be relaxing, so I'm probably continuing with an episode then. But yeah, and then I needed the guinea pigs started squealing. But they wanted their hay for the day. So gave them their hay, and yeah, now we'll take care of my virtual pets. um, There we go. They're starting to mate. Give them a minute. Un momento, por favor. Yeah, that's about the limit of my Spanish, though. So, yeah. Slingshotting. That's interesting. I don't normally get the slingshotting on Ark. I know a lot of other people do, but I usually don't get the slingshotting. Can you, like, wow. I guess it's a good thing I'm doing an episode and not trying to stream. This would not be holding up to a stream, I don't think. Okay. Pull back out. No. Put away. Pull out. Put away. See, that's some delay there, man. That's... But whatever. Maybe. This genie back in its bottle as soon as that egg drops. Dun, dun, dun. 34 minutes. Can you, like, go away, Parasaur? I'll make my Rex eat you. Like... Yeah, I found that interesting. I don't know, I was always again, like, when you have depression or whatnot, like, I do, like, don't get me wrong, I definitely see certain mental illnesses that do require medication, absolutely. But depression really was one that I found early on that like I'm more of a Dr. Phil kind of person when it comes to it. Like it's some people might need it, but might need some pills, but that should be like the last effort, the last thing you try. Otherwise, you should be trying to work through the problems. That's the whole point. But that's also like why like the study come out why it was so overprescribed it was a lot easier when when they thought they could just give a pill to fix the problem, but it turns out no, you can't. There are actual problems and people actually have to work through it. There's no shortcut. Oh wow, yeah. I'm having some lag, and I don't think I'm going to get all these eggs before they hatch. Oh, good. Good, it turned too cold. Oh. Like, these eggs are hatching way too fast. And I'm lagging and like rubber banding and like it's not I got like a delay most of the time. Like there. Ah. Yeah. Dang it. There we go. And that's the last one. Now let's double check that I got all of them. 24. Yep. Alright, good. Now, how's my traps looking? I love that rubber band. Oh. I think I'm going to have to make myself a coffee after this episode. Probably shouldn't because it's late. But well, I'm not opening, which is weird. That's the wife. I didn't even realize I didn't open. The wife's like, you don't open this Sunday. What? I don't open. What do you mean? Yeah, no, I don't open. I'm working 9 to 5. Which is fine. I don't care. It's fine for me. There's a good chance I won't get a break that way. And I like putting on the... I didn't get it to put on this week too much, no break. There was one shift that I got to put no break. And the reality is if it had taken the other lady 5 more minutes to get her clothes done, I would have said that I took my break. But we punched out, like I say, 5 minutes before the time would switch. So it's like, if I'm not getting that extra time on my check, then no, I'm not saying that I spent that time on my butt. You know what I mean? I was going to, if it had come to but it never crossed that point. So instead, I put no break. Like I say, and it was just 5 minutes off of me putting that I did take a break. But yeah, I think I need some berries. But let's go check these eggs first. Even then, I think, well, no, because I haven't stacked the berries or nothing, so. Alright. Rex egg. Oh, come on. Trike egg. There we go. So we need the stamina, we got it, and we need the melee. 46, we got it, okay. And then, did we get the health? No, we did not get the health. Did we get the weight? No, we did not get the weight. So you're literally just the mom. Okay. Well, we don't need you. And trike. Yeah, no, we don't need you. Wow. Whole lot of nothing. See, and then I don't need berries now, right? Because I don't have anything. Although I think I should do a berry run. And more eggs. Yeah, no, I always was against, like I say, you got to work through the problem, not just take a pill and pretend you don't have a problem. You know what I mean? Like I say, but don't get that wrong. Like, there's definitely, and I don't mean to insist that there must be a stigma against those who do need medication for their mental illness. But depression, yeah. No, you know the cure to depression? Gratitude. That's really the honest cure to depression. And that's kind of like, I have suffered depression. I suffered depression through the majority of my childhood. I was a little emo kid for most of my childhood. Emo artist. Who then became stoner hooligan. And then yeah, I don't know. The one thing that was always there is I was always a gamer. Whether I was emo or hooligan, it didn't make no difference. There. And more eggs. Oh, there was one. No, come on. Why? Horrible. Just does not want to stack the third mutation. Just doesn't want to do it. Well, the second one, no problem. And then it's just, that's it. Doesn't want to go no more. Well. What other news was there? There was something else that I wanted to talk about too. There was the antidepressant thing. Yeah. Just pill pushers, man. Just pill pushers. That's all that was. Tom Cruise actually had that right. Although, I disagree with him that says Scientology itself is a answer to depression. That said, I don't know, there's something about communal place that can definitely be cathartic and can help with depression. I mean, a lot of depression too is it's that hopelessness, right? Like I said, and religion can give you that sense of belonging and that thing to be, and because you belong, it becomes easier to be grateful, and thus your endings. It's yeah. I don't know. It's how you see people fall in with cults and whatnot, right? They're in that hopeless spot, and then everything. Oh, they're in that like worst point in their life, and then they think because of them joining the cult that the improvement is due to the cult. And it's like, well, no, you were just like in a place where you couldn't really be any worse. Like there was only one way for you to go. Had nothing to do with your cult there, but in and of itself. I don't know. Healthy communal places, they're a good thing. I don't know. I used to be very anti-organized religion, just period. But now, I don't know. I don't think you should give a blind eye to them. I don't think they should be the ultimate authority. You know what I mean? I think they should be the advisor. They should be advisors to ultimate authorities, sure. I think we should talk to them about moral questions. But I don't think they should be in charge of the end all be all, you know what I mean? Yeah. Power corrupts, man. Religions are still ran by men. Even if you could convince me that their God in particular is true and real, and the religion itself is still ran by men. That's like, you know, even if you're to convince me that Catholicism is true, which is a stretch in and of itself. I myself, I'm an atheist, and I'm like a through atheist. And like, I don't know. It would take me sitting down with somebody like Jordan Peterson to like actually bring me over the edge, I think. He seems like his ideas are ones that I can't argue away, but most theologians, no man, like there's holes in it. There's holes in it. You're doing a God in the gaps. God is just the original theory for how everything and anything worked, and to use it like as an initial theory to work off of, it's fine. That doesn't mean that God is real. But I do actually agree with Jordan Peterson in a thought of you may as well act like me. I live by the golden rule, which means that if I go and look at a lot of your major religions, if you take me as somebody who has not had revelation, which I haven't, because I don't feel what it's saying is necessarily right. I don't get that sense when I read the Bible. Okay, like I don't. So I would view myself very easily as like somebody who has not received revelation, and therefore just being a good person is good enough for anything necessary for a judgment. You know what I mean? So moral relativism is still acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, and a lot of your religions, like Ben Shapiro, I really like Ben Shapiro, I really do, but they really have this harping on moral objectivity, that morality must be objective, and I don't understand that. I think if I was like, I'm a Joe Blow nobody, okay? Like I'm not. So I'm sure if I was to sit down and talk to one of these great minds, they could. But the people that I've had access to, they're not great minds. Especially when I was younger, when I was really going through the questions, I was a lot smarter than I am these days. Oh, they're still both here. Which means the admins do not. None of the admins actually watched my video through. That's fine. As long as they will watch it long enough to see me say happy birthday to Jono, that's really what me posting it to the Unity boosts was about that last time. Well, I went and got that drop. That's what that was. And then otherwise, I'm just rambling on. Yeah. Oh, what's our timer sitting at? 18 minutes. That means that I could cut it off right about now and still. Yeah, you know what? Because it's really taxing on my system to do the longer episodes. It actually is. So we'll just leave this one at being a show of me doing my breeding and talking about that whole antidepressant thing. That's wild, man. That's like really revolutionary. Like, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I would think that opens the door to a lot of lawsuits, man. Especially to people that are more heavily addicted. I would like on like heavier stuff, but like it's a pretty easy argument that some of these psychoactive freaking drugs are worked as gateway drugs. You know what I mean? In fact, like I think it's a legitimate argument for some cases. So that's what I mean. Like I see this opening the door to some lawsuits. I really do, and I think it's wild that Tom Cruise was right. You know, like I say, like if you take Tom Cruise to his final point when he was talking about the whole depression and psychiatry deal back in 2005, he was being like leaning toward like sociology or Scientology itself was a cure for and like I said, like I can understand where that argument is coming from, and in a generic basis I can kind of actually agree with it. As like as shocking as that is, but yeah, Tom Cruise is right. Tom Cruise was right, man. And he got ridiculed for that. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Subscribe for more content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Anything you think. I do tend to get back to talking with people that comment. So, you know, if you want to engage with me on anything, I'm more than open to engagement. But yeah, thanks for coming and chilling out, and till next time. What the? There we go. Dang lag, man. But yeah, alright. Rock on. Later.